Hey y'all, so it's shakedown time. Let's go. Okay, so I drove out to a friend of mine's property that is like pretty rural. You saw on the way in that there were horses and stuff on the side. There are definitely people who have, animals and things like that out here. There are trails nearby, all of that stuff. But she has ample parking for me to be able to do this shakedown. So I texted her up and she was like, yeah, come on out. So that's what I did. And we're going to finish working because I did use part of my, I don't know if you can see that. Airplane. Okay, so yeah, I did use part of my like lunch break hour to drive out here. It's about half an hour away. And yeah, got my workplace set up. Gonna finish out the rest of my work day and then probably gonna make some food and test some things out in the van. I realize I don't know how to use this battery system. So we're gonna start there for sure. Okay, so yeah, the night is winding down. It's, gosh, I don't know what time it is right now. It's only about 6:30. But of course it's dark out here. There's no, street lights and all that stuff to keep it well lit. I made myself a salad for dinner and realized how many things I forgot. I meant to bring a can of black beans so that I would have some protein on this salad, but we don't have that. We don't have it. So we're going to eat it as is because dinner is necessary, I'm told. And then I'm just going to wind down for the night. Gonna do my dishes and yeah, change into my pajamas and maybe watch a movie or something like that. Another thing that I realized that is a slight regret, I guess, is that I did not get the additional max air fan up here. And as the doors are closed and all the windows are shut, I'm realizing how absolutely amazing that would be if I had that. And now I don't know if it's something that I can add on because it would require cutting into the bamboo ceiling and into the roof. So we're currently working with a USB powered fan here, which is doing the most. It's doing the most that it can. And I realized that I'm probably going to have to buy something that's a little bit more substantial. So yeah, adding it to the list of things that I need to get. Change. Okay, so you guys just missed a huge yawn off camera. It's late and I think I'm gonna call it a night. So far, super cozy. And yeah, I think it's gonna be a good night. very peaceful. It's very quiet out here. So I'll see you in the morning. Good morning. Oh, nobody tells you how weird it is to like throw a camera on first thing in the morning before you talk to anybody. That's very strange. I'm gonna actually get up and then I'll tell you how the night was. Okay, so night one is down. I slept really well. The temperature outside dipped to, I think it was the high 30s, low 40s, so probably right around 40. So the inside of the van was around 60, which is for me perfect sleeping weather. I was able to fall asleep relatively easy, but I did not stay asleep. That's the thing that was kind of, oh man, because I think that I will just need to figure out how to like get acclimated to all of the sounds and being in a different space and all of that stuff. It still very much feels like home. It's just an adjustment. I also sleep like a rotisserie chicken. So there is that. I like roll. So by the time I woke up this morning, the blankets were like out of control, just bunched up all over the place. I did use an electric blanket last night. I took the one that I got for the first shakedown that didn't happen. I took it back and I got one that was pretty highly rated on Amazon and it worked like a charm. It was perfect. I plugged it into the Jackery. It only used about 20% of it throughout the night. It has an auto turn off. It's just chef's kiss. It's beautiful. Let me think. What else? There were a couple lessons that were learned. Number one is that I need to figure out how to put things in designated spots. I can't tell you how many times throughout the night I would put something down and I would lose it. I was like, this is not that big of a space. Where did that thing go? And for me, it's just a matter of figuring out, okay, where does this go permanently and making sure I put it back in that spot. Otherwise, it's just frustrating. So that was one of the things. And then I figured out that there are a few small things that I still want to get. For the most part, I've gotten all of the big things that I need. I did end up having to use the toilet, go to the bathroom, while in the van. Like mostly it was last night and then first thing this morning when I woke up, probably just drank too much water. So I did have to use my collapsible toilet, which it's basically like you put it together, you put a bag in it, and then there's a solution that's like a deodorizing, solidifying solution. It's what I use when I'm camping. I keep it in my car sometimes just in case of emergencies and stuff. But it worked really well. I'm just thinking now, I know that there are places I want to go that will require that I have an actual toilet. So I'm going to have to figure out if I want to give up that storage space. It worked fine though. Yeah, I know that people are always curious how you go to the bathroom in these vans. So that's how I go. And then the other thing was a towel holder. Once I figured out that under the sink, I needed to tighten that one part of the hose, the towel was kind of soaking. So I had to figure out somewhere to hang it and ended up hanging it on the rod that holds the blackout curtains, which it's not made for that type of weight. So I think I'm going to have to figure out like an over the cabinet door situation. But for the most part, I think I've got all of the big things that I need, which is amazing. And then the last thing is just that I did not pack well for this trip. There's so many things I forgot, like some essential things that I'm not going to mention on camera because I'm going to get in trouble if I say it. But if I get in trouble, my family that watches this channel will be like, really, Roxanne? But it's something that I've definitely forgotten before. If you have an idea of what you think it is, it's something that you should have anytime you drive somewhere. If you have an idea of what that is, drop it in the comment section. But apart from that, there are definitely other things that are essential that I should have brought. And so for me, I think the key there is that I need to have a checklist of some sort whenever I am going on a trip and packing things up. I think I packed so well for the shakedown that I just threw everything in this time thinking that I had everything and I did not. So So yeah, all in all, I think it's been a good trip. I really enjoyed parking on my friend's property. She came out last night and said hi and stood in the van and we chatted for a bit. So thank you. You know who you are if you're watching. And then just for the rest of the day, I think I'm going to work. I have a couple meetings. I have a conference that I'm going to be listening in on, and then I'm going to head home. So I will circle back at the end of the video and just close it out. Okay, so I think the shakedown was a success. I was able to use the induction stovetop. I was able to make lunch because I just didn't eat breakfast, wasn't hungry. Got to check the energy consumption. I was going to wash dishes, but this lovely thing here decided that it didn't want to open. So I am definitely replacing that. I have another one at home that's not like this, but yeah, I don't like that. So we're going to get rid of that. So instead, we're going to put all the dishes in the sink and we're going to head to the house, which, you know, sometimes it just be like that. I would say, yeah, it was a great trip. I'm looking forward to being able to go out for longer periods of time. Hopefully that can happen soon. There are a couple things that I still need to figure out that I might highlight in the next video and ask for people's input, just because some of you that are following me are way more well-versed in this lifestyle than I am. Super grateful for you. So please, yeah, come on back and help a girl out. But yeah, I think that's it. I think I'm gonna head home and I'll finish my workday there. If you're still here, thank you so much for watching to the end, and just know that I appreciate you. Take good care.